2 weeks ago, I was bitten by some horse flies, or at least I had 2 bites. They're nicely healed up now, but in the meantime, my body reacted very badly to it, and I had a lot of swelling, and my leg turned bright red. So I'm going to show you the video, but don't watch it if you're a bit squeamish, because it looks quite unpleasant when it's all bright red and bubbly. And this swelled up, and so did that. Well, that's got some colour in it now. Had a bite down there. Pretty sure that was a horsefly. And I think this is my body reacting to it. I'm not 100% certain. I thought I'd had separate bites up here, but I don't think I have. I think this is because I've been wearing socks. And that's kept the reaction up here above my sock line. Because camera won't give you the right colour. Looking at this at the moment, it looks very red in the camera, whereas it's a pinky brown looking at my leg without looking through the camera. So it may look worse than it is. It's still not pleasant. This is hot and it's stiff to touch. Stiff? Tight. The skin is tight. If I move my leg, it feels tight. I am taking antihistamine tablets. I take them anyway to ward off hay fever. Before anybody suggests I should take antihistamine. The most annoying thing is this was in my garden at home. I expect to get this sort of thing when we're out and about in the fields where there's animals. Not at home in the garden. Well, it's not looking good. Got a blister coming up there. It's all very red now. And that bite is beginning to swell up as well now. And that hadn't swollen up initially. Come on, focus. I don't want to focus on that. In the camera, that looks like it's got a big white head in the middle of it, but that's just the light shining on it. Don't like the look of that one. I've had this problem before. In fact, you can't see it now, but there's a big scar there from one last year. Blisters right up, and then eventually it bursts. I don't like flies. Right, summary time. It's now day 3. It was Saturday that I was bitten, and Monday today I've been to the doctors, got some hydrocortisone cream to rub on the affected area, and I also got the doctor to burst or empty the whatever we call them, blisters, that's the word, isn't it? Because I know from experience if we don't get them burst, they just get bigger and bigger, end up like marbles. So she did that for me and put dressings on them, which you can see are weeping inside. So we've got hydrocortisone cream to go on them, and also stronger antihistamine tablets for me to take every day. So this is Monday 10th of July. So it must have been Saturday the 8th of July that I got bitten. That was definitely a bite, and the fact that that blister came up there makes me think I had 2 bites, although I didn't actually see a bite there, whereas the one down there was quite clear because it had got a little bit of blood coming out of it. That'll do for now. Goes around the back of the leg there as well. So that's how far it's spread. Well, good morning. It's Tuesday, the 11th of July. The dressing we had over this one came off before I went to bed. The blister there had resealed itself and blistered up again, so I actually squeezed it using the dressing to break it open again and try and get the whatever's inside it out, which I did, and then I left it open all night while I was in bed, and it had weeped quite a bit, but it's resealed itself again. That's hard there. So it's resealed itself and puffed up again a little bit. It's not as bad. Yeah, it's not as bad as it was. But if I put my shoes on, that's going to break it again. So I'm going to have to put another dressing over it. You can see this is still red, but it's not as hot as it was. That was after I put the hydrocortisone cream on it last night. I've got to put it on twice a day, so I'm going to put some more on today. Now you can see this one, the dressing had actually half come off before I went to bed, and I pushed it back in place and it's actually stayed on overnight. But I think I ought to get rid of this because it's obviously seeped into the dressing, and put a fresh one on so we can have a look underneath. So that one hasn't resealed and hasn't puffed up. It might have had a bit of a clot over there that's come off on there. It would have been nice to have left that one open overnight and let it dry up. Because I can't put the hydrocortisone cream over this and then put a dressing back on, because the dressing shouldn't be over the hydrocortisone cream. I think what I'll do is I'll leave this for an hour or so and then decide whether I'm going to put another dressing over here. Because if that can seal itself up, it'd be better to leave it open and let it dry out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it for an hour. It's about 8:30 in the morning. So I'll leave that for an hour. See if it dries out. If it dries out, then I'll put hydrocortisone cream over everything that's left and leave this open. But that one I think I'm going to have to recover, because as soon as I put my shoes on, that's going to burst. We'll see. Just comparing the feet together, the one on the right, which is the one that's got the bite at the bottom, is a little bit puffy compared to the one on the left. They're both looking a bit red, but that's suntan or sunburn from being on holiday. But the right one is definitely a little bit puffy, which is not surprising because we've got infection in there of some sort or other, or some reaction going on. What my wife has suggested doing is putting the hydrocortisone cream on here now and leaving it for an hour or so and then putting the dressing back on, because we can't put the cream on and put the dressing on straight away. That's my extra strong antihistamine tablets I've got to take to help me with the reaction. That's the extra strong hydrocortisone cream I've got to rub on it. It's late Tuesday afternoon. Well, in fact, it's about 6:30, so it's early evening now. We've been out shopping. I left this one uncovered, and that seems to have done all right, because it's been in the air, it's drying out nicely. The other one I covered with a dressing before we went. It doesn't appear to have leaked at all. I can still feel it's a lump under there, but that's not too bad, because I was expecting that to burst with my shoes on it. So that's not a bad day, that. I'll put some more cream on it a little bit later on. And at the moment, that foot doesn't look particularly puffy either. It is a little bit, but I think because it's had a shoe on it all day, that stopped it swelling up. Wednesday morning. So that's 5 days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think it looks a lot redder in the camera than it does in normal light. It looks very red, whereas to me it looks more of a browny colour. Like the angriness has gone out of it now. It's settling down. That's still weeping a little bit there. Still a hard lump under there. There's a little bit of discoloration in the dressing there, so it looks like that has leaked a little bit. There's no heat in it anymore. So I think it's just a matter of that eventually losing its colour and going back to normal. It might flake off a bit. Got another few days of cream to put on it. Got to do 7 days of cream. Hydrocortisone cream, that is. It's Wednesday evening, which is why we've got artificial lights on, which makes the colours look completely different. In fact, it makes my foot look filthy. Oh, that's gone closer to the right colour now. This seems to be doing alright. I've got put cream on it twice a day, so I'm just about to put the cream on it now. That's the hydrocortisone cream. As I say, this is extra strong stuff. You don't normally get it this strong. This seems to have been alright. Looks like it might have weeped a little bit, but that seems to be settling down nicely. So I thought I might have a look under here, because I've been wearing shoes all day. That appears to have leaked a little bit in there, discoloured. I would say that looks okay. A little bit puffy, but not too bad. So I'll put a fresh dressing on that. In fact, I might leave it open tonight while I'm in bed and put a fresh dressing on tomorrow. Thursday morning, I left it all uncovered overnight. Didn't put any dressings on it. That's still a little bit puffy or swollen there. Doesn't look too bad. This is still red, although the camera makes it look redder than it really is. It's just brown to me. So I'll put some more cream over this. I'll leave this uncovered for now, but I'll cover it later on when I have to put my shoes on. Right, it's Thursday evening, so latest update. I've been wearing shoes again today. Had a smaller plaster over this, which is what that black line is. It actually came straight off in the sock, so it didn't do much good using a smaller plaster or dressing. That's quite firm to touch actually. And this colour doesn't look too bad at all now. Camera probably makes it look red, but it's sort of a heavy tan colour now. And this looks okay. Friday morning. And although the camera still makes that look pretty red, the colour has gone right down. Not much more than a holiday tan there. That's still a lump down there. Look, the colour is definitely improving. See, that looks a little bit dark down there. That's where there's a scar from a previous bite. So that will be a bit darker. But this is definitely fading. Friday evening. It's actually about 8 o'clock at night. You can see the colour is definitely reducing now. Just a dirty brown. Good hard scab on there. Didn't bother to put a dressing over it today. It's quite a lump there. But it seems to be okay. As long as I don't get some little alien burst out of there at some time in the future. So I'll put tonight's dose of cream on it. And then we've got another 2 days of cream, Saturday and Sunday. Because I started putting it on Monday. Good morning, guys. It's Saturday morning. Looking at my leg. And the colour is really fading now. As I say every time, the camera makes it look redder than it is. I think that angle probably looks about right. There's virtually no colour in it at all now. That's the old scar just there from a previous bite. Last year, I think, or maybe the year before. Or even the year before that. I seem to get them every year. That's pretty solid, that little lump there now. Don't know if it's gone down at all. I think we're looking better. Saturday night, nearly forgot to do the video to check my leg. I think you can see the colour is practically gone now, the redness. Obviously this is artificial light again, so it won't be quite right. That seems to be going down a bit as well. So, a layer of cream tonight, and again tomorrow, and that'll be about it. Yeah, very pleased with that. That's fading rapidly now. Sunday morning, looking at my leg against a darker background, so we get different colour with my camera doing the auto colour balance. You can see the colour's virtually faded completely now. That's just a slightly raised bump there. As I've said several times, that's the scar from a previous bite. And then that one has gone down. It's still a raised bump, but it's reduced in size quite a lot now. There's still colour there, but it shows up more on the camera than it does in normal lighting. It's just a light brown tan now. Sunday evening, nearly forgot to do the video. Looks like I've just got a dirty leg really. So most of the colour, most of the redness is gone. Just looks like a bit of a suntan. That scab seems to be healing quite well. Light's flickering a bit because we're in the kitchen, so it's artificial light. Like this fella. That's gone right down now. It's just a bit of a lump, but the swelling's gone. Don't want to focus down there. There we go. So tonight is the last application of the hydrocortisone cream. Monday morning, I've just had a shower. First one I've been able to have all week, because I haven't had to worry about getting my bites wet. But I think we're looking okay there. Survived the shower anyway. And no cream to put on today. That's continuing to reduce in size. Tuesday morning, and the camera still does the colour adjustment. That looks much redder in the camera than it does in real life. It's all heading the right way. This is fine now. That's pretty well flat, and so is that. Wednesday morning. Can't get over the way that my camera makes this look red. This is just a light tan now. That's completely flat now. And that one's practically flat, just a little bit of a bump on it. So it's going down nicely. Thursday morning. Looking good. That's gone right down now, that's flat. That one was flat anyway. And the colour's virtually all disappeared now. Friday morning. That's settled right down now. There's no bump there, other than just the hard scab. Same there, just the scab left.